Hey everybody, it's that time again. Time to talk about what's going on, not just in Collin County real estate market, but all across the Dallas-Fort Worth market. As always, before I get into the numbers, I like to give context. So interest rates seem to be drifting down a little to being stable. I'd say stable is the best way to put it. Fed may cut the overnight rate half a point in July. We don't know. That doesn't affect mortgage rates. It's the 10-year T-bill, but the 10-year T-bill has been going the right direction today. It's at like 4.22. I think last week it was around 4.3, so that's a good sign. A little downward pressure on mortgage rates. But I was going to do a video about this separately. So buyers, if you're wondering, should I wait till rates go down? I'm going to give you an example. I can't give exact numbers. Not going to tell the city. But let's just say I saw a home recently here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It originally was listed in the fives. It sold around 470, a little under that. And the seller paid concessions of almost 4%. And they basically got the home for 13% under the list price. Not giving exact numbers that way. No one knows where it is. And that right there is an example of how powerful it is. When the sellers are reducing the price of their home, that 4% approximate was over 17,000 in seller concessions on a home price of somewhere under 470. So that gives you an idea of why it's a great time for you as a buyer to be looking. Sellers, that gives you an idea of what some of the expectations are. Now, not every seller is paying almost 4% in seller concessions. Some are paying 3%, some are paying less, some are paying none. It just depends on the motivation of the seller. But buyers, that's why it's a great time to be looking. We don't know if rates are going to go down much further right now or when that's going to occur. But right now, use the higher rates to your advantage in the softer sellers market. Sellers, this may sound like a bad deal for you, but when you're going to buy the new home, again, I emphasize you're going to get it at a lower price and you may get seller concessions on the home you're buying. So it's a win-win. Yeah, you're getting less, but you're paying less, and you may be getting seller concessions. So just remember that. And then when rates do drop, you'll be able to refinance, and then everybody else will be out there, multiple offers competing. It's not that we're not seeing multiple offers now, but they're typically not over list. Have lists got put on the market, and we got a lot of offers on it. I'll just say that. And especially the lower price homes, the ones from 300 to 500 getting multiple offers because people have to downsize on what they're buying because of insurance rates and property taxes. Of course, interest rates come into play, but your property taxes and homeowners insurance are probably more in some instances than your P&I. Well, maybe not more than your P&I, but they add significantly above that. Not trying to discourage it, just set expectations. So now let's talk about the numbers in Dallas-Fort Worth. There are 4,429 new listings. That's down 12 from the past 7 days. 751 homes went back on the market, down 43 from the week before. 396 homeowners raised the price of their home. That's down 44 from the week before. So 44 people got smarter. And here's the big number. 7,120 homeowners reduced the price of their home. That's up 66. That's not quite 3,000 more. That's about 2,300 more homes were reduced in price than homes that hit the market. That's a great opportunity for you as a buyer. Sellers, that means price it right. I keep emphasizing this every week. I want to beat that into you, not literally. Last week I actually did a video about why Realtor and Zillow.com values mean absolutely nothing in Texas. We're a non-disclosure state. I did a real example, no address, but near where I live, homeowners sent me, this is what the median is in my city. And that median on Realtor.com was over $40 more than the actual median price in his neighborhood. So beware of that sellers. Listen to your agent. There are 3,448 homes that closed. That's up 686 from last week. So that's a good sign homes are closing. There are 257 homes that expired off the MLS. That's down 53 from the week before. There were 1,235 homeowners that canceled their listing. That's up 139 from the week before. Now let's go to just the Collin County market. This week from homes being due to the market that have been sold, there are 1,503. That's up 182 from the last week, going the right way. This week we're going to see less when I do the report next Monday, because Friday is a holiday, as we know. July 4th, I want to thank all the military that are currently serving and our veterans that have served in advance. Collin County, there's 600 new homes hit the market at a price change. 265 went under contract, 193 went pending, 428 sold. Allen, 38 homes hit the market, had a price change. 18 went under contract, 5 went pending, and 23 that sold. Levon, 30 new homes hit the market, had a price change. 2 went under contract, 17 went pending, and 15 that sold. Parker, 3 new homes hit the market, had a price change. 2 went under contract, nothing went pending, and 2 that sold. Fairview, 6 new homes hit the market, had a price change. 3 went under contract, nothing went pending, and 11 that sold. Now let's talk about the 3 largest cities in the Collin/Denton County area. Number 1 this week from homes being new to the market have been sold is McKinney at 314. Number 2 is Frisco this week at 206. Number 3, Plano at 199. Plano, there are 91 new homes hit the market at a price change. 52 under contract, 8 went pending, and 48 that sold. Frisco, 76 new homes hit the market at a price change. 57 went under contract, 14 went pending, and 59 that sold. McKinney, 117 new homes hit the market at a price change. Look at that number compared to the other 2. 69 went under contract, 32 went pending, and 96 that sold. Farmersville, 5 new homes hit the market at a price change. 2 went under contract, 6 went pending, and 10 that sold. Wiley, 33 new homes hit the market at a price change. 18 went under contract, 6 went pending, and 15 that sold. I'm going to talk about Princeton and throw something out there. There may be a new property hitting the market out there that's a little older on acreage that may come on the market. Don't know when. But if you know anybody that's looking in the Princeton area for a little older home that needs a little bit of work, but is on acreage, good opportunity. Princeton, 75 new homes to the market at a price change. 3 went under contract, 54 went pending, and 60 that sold. Melissa, for all the Vikings lovers, including me, 13 new homes to the market at a price change. 4 went under contract, 5 went pending, and 13 that sold. Anna, the city farthest north in Collin County, up off 75, 30 new homes at the market at a price change. 12 went under contract, 13 went pending, and 18 that sold. Van Alstyne, 17 new homes to the market at a price change. 1 went under contract, 2 went pending, and 7 that sold. Hope you're finding this information useful. Every week, I like to give you an idea where the market's at, give you context. I'm also going to do several other videos this week, some things that I ran into, solar panels, garage door opener, and a couple other things. If you have any questions about what's going on in your neighborhood or in the market, if you're relocating, looking to move to the area, you need to know Texas is a different world when it comes to real estate. We also have very active soils. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. See you next week. I hope you'll like, share, and subscribe. My dog Augustus would really love it. See you next time. Bye-bye.